Hi everybody, happy Saturday to you all. It's Dan Kabali here from Alive Music Open Telecom. You probably all know me, mostly for the recording studios and what we've done for the local community of music and everything else, along with everybody else is involved with me. It's not just about me, we're a team. It's all a team effort. But today I would just like to talk to you about bullying. Been watching a few YouTube videos recently, and obviously about people, young girls, lads who commit suicide because of bullying. And although some of you will know I don't agree with suicide, because I feel that it's a weaker way out of facing the problem. You become a stronger person by facing your issues and moving on. Facing your problems is what makes you a bigger person and stronger person, whether you're being bullied or not. A lot of you don't know, but obviously through my younger years, and in other times as well, I've been bullied. I was bullied at junior school, Outlane Junior Infant School in Yorkshire, in Huddersfield area. There was this kid who used to bully me all the time, and my dad showed me a few moves in judo. And one day, obviously before the teacher came to class, I was getting bullied. I think it was art we were in the art class. And anyway, this kid was punching me, pushing me around, everything else. And I just got hold of the lad's arm, swung him over my shoulder, flipped him through the air, and he landed right on his back. He got up in shock, awe of what I did. And he respected me from that point on. I was only probably about 8 or 9 years old, about the same age as my son Timmy. And I'm always teaching my kids to stand up for themselves, because it's important, not necessarily to fight, physically fight, but there's other ways of fighting back, especially with bullying. At Sallandine Nook, at the senior school that I went to in Yorkshire, Huddersfield, I was also bullied. I was bullied by 3 teachers, actually. These teachers used to bully all sorts of kids. And these 3 teachers eventually lost all their jobs. Kids kept complaining. Teachers kept saying, yeah, kids talk. Yeah. Head teacher kept saying, yeah, just kids talk. A lot of rubbish. Eventually, these 3 teachers actually got fired from their job positions because they discovered that they were pushing and bullying and harassing kids at school. Whether you call it bullying or harassing, it's the same thing. There's no difference in the word, really. I was also harassed and bullied by a couple of kids, a big tall lad and a smaller one. He used to go around, taking your school lunch money from people and everything else. And one day, I thought, well, I can't beat this guy because he's bigger than me. But you know what? I am going to beat this guy. Because do you know what? It's better to stand up for yourself and be beaten for doing the right thing than staying quiet and being bullied and demeaned and demoralized by keeping quiet. I would rather be pushed around for speaking and standing up for myself than being pushed around and not standing up for myself. It makes you a stronger person. So anyway, I went to the heads, and eventually they believed me. This kid, and if he remembers and he's watching this video, yeah, I'd like to meet you again one day and shake your hand. Not to do anything else, just to say hi and do you remember. But I went to the teachers, and eventually this kid got detention and all sorts of other punishments. And then, do you know what? Every time I saw him and he tried to attempt anything, I'd say, do you remember what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, don't you? I'm going to go and tell the heads. And he would say, oh, no, Dan, don't do that. Don't do that. I won't do it again. Trust me, I'm not going to do it anymore. Because I stood up for myself. And by standing up for myself, I gained strength. Yeah, and I faced my problems. And that's what you've got to do. And in this day and age, not a lot of people help people. All these so-called charities, these bullying charities, they're a lot of crap. They don't do anything. They just try to help you morally and physically, give you a building, build your morale, talk about your problems. It's like going to Alcoholics Anonymous. You either do it by yourself or you don't. At the end of the day, you're the stronger person. Someone else can't do it for you. You've got to do it yourself. Um, in Camford School, I was bullied. And if the kids are watching, they remember who they are. Eventually, one day, yeah, I was stood in the corridor waiting for the science class, and I basically was getting pushed around. I turned around, I lamped the kid. He hit the floor. Everybody in the queue for the class was astounded and shocked. He got up and he went, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Do you know what? From that day on, never had any troubles with that kid ever again. In fact, we were mates. We used to hang around together. Yeah? People get misunderstood sometimes. Usually bullies have got a weakness themselves, and the reason why they're bullying is because something's going wrong in their personal life, at home or something or other. Or maybe they're just nasty little people anyway, and that's what they enjoy, and they'll do it for the rest of their lives, because that's what some people do, isn't it? What else? I've been bullied lots in life, and I refuse to be pushed around. It happens even at work, in workplaces as well. Harassment, they like to call it harassment, bullying, whatever. Whether you're a girl or a guy, you get bullied by your employers, by your fellow work colleagues. It's disgusting. And at the end of the day, these different organisations are set up like, you know, the bureaus of the Citizens Advice Bureau, and all sorts of other ones like that. And employment service law. Yeah, and if anybody wants an advice, I'll come see me, because I'm just and fair with my employees in my company. Believe me, ask them. I don't bully them. I don't push them around. We work together as a team. When I hear of people being bullied and pushed around, I'm appalled, and I tell them what to do, especially if they've been bullied by their employers, because they've got rights. And if you speak up, you're not going to be fired or sacked. It's impossible. Yeah, you've got the law on your side, and it's really important that you actually stand up and take those steps to actually speak out and get your rights, your deserved rights. I helped quite a few people close to me, friends of mine, that have actually taken my advice, and they've actually had success and a result. So when I tell you to stand up and not be quiet about being bullied and demoralized and demeaned, yeah, stand up, go and see someone, talk about it. Don't stay quiet, getting worse and worse in your emotions and feelings and going into yourself, because it's not the way forwards. And believe me, there's nothing on this planet worth killing yourself for at all. Life is precious. You do not want to do that. Trust me. I've gone through a lot in my life, a lot of problems with business and bullying. I've been bullied in business as well by people that I work with. And believe me, I do not let them get anywhere. I stand up. And it's so important. It's so important to stand up for yourselves, because you can be pushed around. You can lose your business as well, just by letting other people push you around. If you stand up for your rights and your business and what you want, whether it's your personal business or your company or your firm, make sure you stand up for your rights. Yeah, don't stay quiet. If you know you've got rights and you know the truth, and the truth is on your side, then stand up. It may be hard, but you will get through it. It's very important. Never, ever let someone push you around, harass or bully you in the workplace, at school, or anywhere. I've got kids. There's Timmy.
Hi.
My son. And Matthew. And I teach them to stand up for themselves. If they're bullied, to go and talk to the teachers. Go and tell someone about it. Don't be quiet. Come and tell us. Because I tell you what, if the teachers don't do something about it, I will. And I'm not talking about going and beating someone up. I'm talking about reporting it to the right authorities and getting it dealt with. It's really important to speak up. Don't let yourself be bullied. And if you are, and you're watching this, please, please, don't stay quiet. Don't think about committing suicide, because it's not the way forward. Life is precious. You've got a lot to offer. We all have a lot to offer. You've got a lot to offer in your life. Yeah? It's really important. Tell your parents. And if your parents are bullying you at home and harassing you at home, because it also happens at home. Kids are demoralised and demeaned at home as well. It's important to go and seek the right thing. Don't be afraid of your parents, that they're going to beat you up because you've gone and told the authorities that they're beating you up and mistreating you at home. Yeah? There's so many kids out there being beaten up by parents, yeah, and harassed and bullied. Stand up for yourselves. You kids out there, go and see the council, go and see an authority. Get your parents locked up, yeah? Because it's important that you aren't bullied or pushed around. And that goes for you as adults, kids, anybody. Make sure you stand up for yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't kill yourself over nothing, because it is something. Go and seek advice, help. It's more important to be harassed for doing the right thing and standing up for yourself than to be quiet and be harassed quietly and pushed and pushed and pushed until you're in a dark place where you don't want to live anymore. Remember that. It's really important, because I've been bullied, I've been pushed around throughout my life, and I will not let anybody push me around, or my friends, or my colleagues, or my business people that I work with. It's really important in life to just stand up for yourself. And you know what? When you do that, you feel so good in your heart, in yourself, that you've actually stood up for yourself and done the right thing and told someone. So don't let your parents bully you around at home. Go and seek the authorities and get them dealt with. Don't let those teachers bully you around. Go and seek the authorities and get them dealt with. And don't worry about being pushed around and bullied and harassed because you've told someone, and then when they tell you, oh yeah, don't do that because I'm going to bully you even more. I'm going to bully you even more. Don't ever, ever let that bother you. Don't let that bother you, ever. It's very important you stand up for yourself and get your rights deserved. Your rights served and deserved, because these people are nothing. Bullies are nothing. They just push you around, threaten you, and tell you, oh, if you go and tell such and such, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Well, do you know what? That's not true. You may get pushed around and bullied for doing the right thing, but at least you've stood up for yourself and you've got some action going on and getting things resolved. So please don't be quiet. Stand up for yourself. Speak out. Go and seek the proper authorities or people you need to speak to help get your bullying resolved and stopped. Don't be harassed. Don't be bullied. Stand up for your rights. Give the bad people what they deserve. Happy Saturday. Food for thought. Have a good think. And if you're watching this, please, please, really do think about what I've just said, because it's really, really important. Have a good day. Bye-bye.